Alright, testing the mic, looking good. I see camera, I see Tower of Time in the back. Welcome everybody to another episode of Mukluks Streams. I am your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and today we're picking back up where we left off in Tower of Time. We spent the last 3 days playing Divinity 1, and I promised everyone I would come back to this on Monday, so here we are. Now I just gotta remember how to play this game. Fortunately, there is the whole slowing time method, so if I get into trouble, I can use that to buy me a few more seconds to remember what to do. And I believe we were on the 6th floor of this place. The Manor Refinery is where we're at right now. What is that? Note with a code. Emergency code. Huh. Okay, hold on. Opening up my notepad doc here. Oh shoot, it closed. Hang on. Where does that go? Here we go, emergency shutdown code. Okay, I'm gonna have that written down. So for XW2H, shutdown is 9012. We wanna have that on hand, because I don't know when we're gonna need it. Part of weapon schematics. The party has found a muzzle, one of the items required to craft the weapon from the schematics. Your champions come across a muzzle, one of the elements required to craft a pistol weapon. Okay. There's a treasure chest under the pipe. Alright, we got that. What is the next thing in this area? Is that it for here? Do I just need to run back? Okay. I remember there was a bunch of fights on this level that were giving me some troubles the last time I played this. Like, just, it was like the difficulty between the last floor and this floor just ramped up severely. Excuse me, just clearing my throat. Still, yeah, I'm still going the right way. That was the dirty, disgusting fountain. Yeah, so I think the only thing left... I can use the waypoint to save a little bit of time here. Okay. The main thing left in this area is the stuff to the northwest, which is past a fight that I struggled with last time. We'll see if I have better luck after a few days rest. Wait, can I go left here? No. Need to go up and around. I think last time I didn't have, what's this guy's name? Kane. I didn't have Kane in the party. I think I was trying to do the 4 summoner thing. So, he might make the difference. Alright, save game. Alright, robots, let's see what you got. Alright. I remember that, I remember that, I remember that. These are the scary ones, because of their aura. Damage of allies within 6 meters increased by 40%. So for every one of these on the field, they do a 40% damage boost to the nearby friends, and it does stack. So if there's a few of them near each other, then I start getting one shot. Okay. Set steering arrows to autocast. So there's this tower right in the middle. So I could either go for that tower and then go right, or I can hug left, hope I'm not in that tower's range, get that tower and then the back one. I'm gonna go for the nearest one first. Time is of the essence after all. Some of the elementals. It may have been a mistake to do the elementals, because when they kill this tower, they may run off to the next opponent in the back, which we do not want, but it is possible. Alright, I've never used this spell before. Blizzard, is it? Oh, there it goes. I was like, it's not doing damage. Whoa, slow time. Kane, come here. Oh my god, that was awful. Oh man. Alright, you cast Revive on her. Do it. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's awful. We used our res as soon as the fight started, but it's good that we had it, I guess. Okay. Summon Energy Bow. Summon Int. Summon Water. Put down a healing totem for them. Why are you not shooting? We need to get you a little bit closer. Let's get him right in there so his thorns are hurting things. They're called thorns, but really it reminds me more of the immolation aura of the old demon hunters. Hey, Frat's Cat, what's up, man? Not sure if I asked where did we get Mukluk from. Do you mean, like, where did I get the name from, Frats? Is that what you mean by that question? Figure out which of these is about 70 seconds on the northeast portal and 117 on the northwest. Perfect, so we'll go northeast first. So, this story dates back to my younger days. Back when so I had just gotten into the game EverQuest, and EverQuest, I wanted to play a troll, and I wanted to come up with a troll name. At this point, I was in my early teens, and I made like a level 1 troll with a random name. I logged in and I looked at the NPCs that were in that town, and they all had names like Gucklock and Mugwump and stuff like that. So I named my character Mukluk, and I thought I was making up a word. I thought that I was the first Mukluk, I just made something up. And I continued to live with that mistake in my mind for like another 8 years. I played EverQuest for like a decade. And then one person was like, oh, you know, that's a word for an Eskimo hero. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. And then another time someone's like, I think that's a word for whale blubber. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then someone later told me that they were, yep, I could have come out as Gizmop. And someone later told me that it was a shoe, which, you know, now I know that one is true. And I was like, all right. So all this stuff, and then it was stupid faults.
Doest chip a fall to be around the vicinity of this most wondrous stream the present.
He does. Let me see if I can adjust him so more than his rump is on camera. There we go. Hold on. Big screen chip. Arrgh. I'll leave that on. Okay. As the game continues to go, luckily in slow time. But yes, I was using the name for many years thinking I made up a word and I was wrong. It was during the time, though, that I was using that name that there was an episode of The Simpsons that was aired. And in it, Krusty the Clown said a quote, and he said, comedy isn't about using dirty words. It's about using words that sound dirty, like mukluk. And I got, after that episode aired, I got so many messages like, oh, you're a Simpsons fan. Oh, you're a Simpsons fan. I'm like, I mean, it's fine, but I didn't get it from there. I was like, I came first. I've been using it for ages. Like, I coined the phrase mukluk. I'm not really sure if I like this blizzard spell. It's real flashy, but for a 1 minute cooldown, it's not doing a lot of damage. Oh, getting the healing ward. Oh, woman. Alright, well, resurrect is back up. So get her up. Get the heal ward. But that is where it comes from. Funny thing though, after someone told me it was a shoe, I went to, I remember one day we were messing around and I tried to see if there was a website. I looked up mukluk.com and it said, it had a site just to sell shoes. And it was like, made with Canadian quality since 1985. Which was my birth year, so I thought that was extra funny. Oh shoot, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Ooh, this is getting dicey. Okay, but we're not doing great. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Tank's down. Rez is on cooldown. No, I got so far. In the end, it didn't even matter. More second. Oh no! Oh my god, everybody just gets one shot at them in the tank. Am I gonna have to start this over? We gotta do something about the story, man. Do something about the story. Oh my gosh. Those aren't dodgeable projectiles, those just hit. Oh great, he doesn't have enough mana to cast the res. Ah! Alright, I'm gonna have to restart it. There's no way I can go back from that. This level is savage. And all my heroes are the max level that they could possibly be for doing this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep the Blizzard. Just for what it does with a 60-second cooldown, it just doesn't feel worth it. Why can he not do anything? There we go. Mukluks is the name of the Inuit medicine man who saved me from freezing to death after my boat capsized in the Arctic. That's some, like, Green Arrow origin story crap. I offered him my firstborn, and he's like, no. I draw my strength from how often my name is recited. Spread my name to the world. Jesus. Almost got this portal dead. Alright. Oh, 8 seconds on that. Oh my god. Much better placement of towers, much worse timers on portals. bad. My archer's run speed is much faster than my tank's, and she ran a few squares ahead of the tank, and then she took all the punishment from those leap attacks. You need to come closer. You're not participating. Oh no, the other... Really? Oh my god! Dude! Are you... Move, dude! Come, slowed for 20 seconds? Oh my god. This is the first time seeing this. Like, what is taking you so long? Apparently he's just got debuffs for days. I'm gonna die. Okay. Let's go back to before the fight and get rid of that blizzard spell. It's not helping me at all. Alright, go to her skill tree. And yeah, blizzard was garbage. It was just pissing everything off and making him attack her. I could do elemental barrage. Or... Suffocation Dome is good. Meteor? Or Mind Control? Stronger attacks. Resistance. Let's try doing Mind Control. Let's see how we do with that. Because you can Mind Control the towers. It's not game breaking or anything, but you can do it. Alright, take 3. Okay. The towers are back in the placement that they were in the very first attempt that we made. Which was the furthest one that we got, so there's that. I keep thinking you could start the battle by pressing spacebar, and that's completely wrong. I'm not going to summon the elementals because after they kill this tower, they often run to the back, and I want to go to the right next. Okay, it's one objective down. 3 move forward. Summon everything here. Mind control this guy just because I can, and suffocation sphere on there. That's my drive-by. Hi, Muck Howard. Thanks. Hey, Rod. Things are alright. It was a pretty exhausting Monday, but things are alright. We're good dusting off Tower of Time. Trying to see if I remember how to play this game. I've only completely wiped twice since I started the stream. Only twice in a mere minutes. Okay. Okay, I want to mind control the tower. Suffocation sphere right there. Summon these guys. Charge out of that, because he can hardly freaking move again. Alright, so the tower is tanking some stuff and getting... Oh man, I just healed the tower. Do not once. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna cut this group in half. We're gonna do this like we're playing Protoss here. Oh man. Alright, you there, you there, you there. Mind control just wore off. Tank is immobilized, he can't move. Mind control is off cooldown. Let's just get the tower again, because why not? What is the timer on the other portal? 85 seconds. Alright. Heal him! Heal him! Okay, we got the Thorns Aura actually hitting the portal now. That's progress. Oh, the tower mind control wore off. That's fine. I think we've got this under control now. Oh my god. Oh, the other wave's coming. Oh, nice. We killed the portal just then. Let's throw some traps over there. Suffocation sphere. What would be the best thing to mind control here? Oh, one of the big guys. Because they've got the damage aura. Ah, as soon as I notice her health. God, they just pop. They die so quick. And there's 3 of those big robots that pump out a plus 40% damage aura in that pile that I had to chew through. That's why I just kept getting deleted when I got to this part. Hey, Buttermilk Mike! Thank you for the follow last night, man. I appreciate it. Things are going good. If I can survive this, move her out of that, charge him in. I think I raided you while you were playing Divinity, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if anyone is interested, I believe Buttermilk Mike is a fellow Divinity streamer. On the chance that you're not familiar with it, this is Tower of Time, which is another RPG that I've been working on. It's a very unique play style. When you're not in combat, it doesn't have the depth that Divinity does, but when you are in combat, it's really crazy. It's almost like an action RPG. Oh, this guy's got the freaking 20 seconds of slow on him again. Summon the Ents right in this thing's face to tank it, since our tank is super slow. That portal is building up another ball. Save all my area of effect stuff for when we get to this portal. Dude, I told you, frats, that I've made a lot of good people doing this. Yeah, to be fair, there's many people I've met that were just like, oh, thanks, or they didn't even say anything. I'm like, okay, don't raid that one again. But even if it's just yourself, I highly recommend everyone and every single stream they do with the raid, because you might make a connection. Got a handful of people that are on my friends list that I have... Oh, dude, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Let me cut this group in half. That is a prime well spent, I tell you what. Appreciate the support, man. Yeah, I've got a lot of people on my friends list that like I raided once upon a time, and then they raided me back, and then it just keep going back and forth whenever schedules present themselves. And they don't always. Sometimes it's just like their schedule allows them to raid me, and I can never raid them again, so I lurk them when I can, or vice versa. But it's good. It's good to have people that you're on good terms with in this. Oh man. Healing totem. Mind controlled that one because he's got the aura. Alright, I'm gonna do a magic wall there, which will shut all of them up for a second. I love how you can draw the spells in this game. It's such a neat feature. The old Mukluks. I was playing around with the Twitch store when they allowed you to like make your own merchandise. I didn't actually put up anything for sale or anything like that, but I made after the Mukluks, I was inspired and I was trying to think of other things, and I made a muck mug. It was just a coffee mug with my logo on it, the old muck mug. Get out of that bullet! Yes. Our tank is going down. 1 second on the wall. We need to build a wall. Stop these robot immigrants. Someone kill that bot, thank you. Oh my god, this is the closest I've come to beating this level. Five seconds on heal. Oh, taunt totem just came out. That'll help. Oh, did I seriously not have fire arrows on autocast? No, I had to have had it on. I must have... I don't know how that got turned off. I truly don't. Oh my gosh, I think we broke through. Oh, yes. I also love that it gives you the breakdown of who did how much damage stuff, so you can see like, oh man, this build feels great. Oh wait, no, that guy didn't pull any weight at all, you know, stuff like that. Alright. Yeah, see, the archer did a way more auto attack damage than the druid. These two are the druid pets, the ant and the water elemental, and they did moderate damage. I'm guessing these machines are just really resistant to water damage because the water elemental did kind of garbage there. Yeah, I'm reminded of Neverwinter, the sort of MMO. Neverwinter gives you stats like that when you finish a dungeon, which are really nice. Blueprint? You can train champions located in the Artificer Hall to max level 10. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we just got to teleport. So let's head up to the surface. Use the blueprint to upgrade the Artificer Hall. We got little green stuff. All right, and level up Kayla. Oh, I need 200 gold. Okay, let's see if we can beat a challenge in the tower that I had unlocked but not completed. 200 gold. That doesn't give gold. 200 gold. Defend the mana orbs. Let's freaking go. So in this game, your party is considered to already be the best of the best of the best that humanity has to offer. And so they don't level up. That's how they do it. So when you find like an ancient blueprint for a blacksmith and you learn how to make new stuffs at the smithy, that allows you to level up your characters that depend on the blacksmith. Basically the warrior and the ranger. Same thing with the library for the casters, and that rune smithy was for the engineers. This is weird. This is very weird. So I've got to keep these 3 things alive to win this match. Okay, looks like they're coming from the left first. I have to be really careful, because if I miss them coming from an angle, then I lose. Oh, and right there they are. Alright, let's send the tank back this way. Okay, you 3 come back here. Summon an energy bow there. Now it's faint, but if you pause it, you can see a red line for each incoming enemy, and it makes it a little easier to see where the enemies are when they're way off the screen. Alright, I'm gonna send the elementals at that north passage. Send the tank over there. He should be able to deal with that. Nothing hitting those 2 sides yet. Can I heal the mana thing? I can! Oh my gosh, that changes the world. You can heal the mana orbs. Alright, throw a healing totem next to that guy. Wait, that doesn't work. The paladin heal can heal the mana orbs, the druid heal cannot. What? Never before have we seen such an event. Oh shoot, run over there, run over there. Oh, I can't mind control either of those? Alright, summon the elementals. Alright, so I just need to keep spamming the paladin heal anytime it's off cooldown, I guess. That heals all allies on the screen for a moderate amount. He might be able to solo those. Got some boss looking one here. Elite Acid Guardian. Oh, slow time. Get out of that circle. And this guy, I built all tank. Damage was his last job, so he lasts a really long time. So he can just outlast them. Get out of that red circle. It's just whatever. I don't even need to move out of the circles. Oh, here we go. Got another one. Alright, another paladin heal. Throw it out. Back up a bit. I don't want anything running past you because there's 2 bridges there. I haven't even seen anything go for this one yet. Is there anything else coming? I don't want to run my DPS people all the way over here to the right to help kill these, and then have something just attack from another angle. Yep, there we go. Summon our boys. The boys are back. Hey! Hey friend, where you going? You know what I could do is this. And then those guys are gonna come back around down here and stack up all nice and pretty. These guys are basically surviving by using summoned things as tanks. Speaking of... Can I mind control? I can mind control the little one. Yes, anytime you hit the pause bar, it goes into slow time. If you have easy mode turned on, the spacebar is instead, it's a pause button where you can still interact with the game. Now, if I had to run to the bathroom or something, I can open the menu and the game pauses. But you can pause and still issue orders to your party if you're playing on easy difficulty, or you can pause or hit spacebar to slow time and still issue orders if you're playing the game on normal or higher difficulty. And it's actually part of the story, the whole time being in flux thing. They actually do address that in the tale. Oh, shoot. Some of the casters, one of them got past me from the east. Timber! Yeah, my warrior's gonna have the highest damage on the meter he's ever had because he got like a whole lane to himself. Okay. Yeah, he did more than the ranger, which is like never happened. Alright. Okay, we have enough gold now, so now I can do the last level up I can currently do for Kayla. So, this is the warrior, this is the archer, this is the druid. She's called a mystic, she's the engineer. I don't really like Boron and Rakhem. They are both melee DPS, and they require a lot of babysitting to keep them alive. So, we just leveled up Kayla. Let's see what her new skills are. See if I want to try to fit her in my current party. Gravity Pull and Summon Titan. Alright, Gravity Pull... Okay, it covers an area, pulls things toward the middle, and does damage. I've seen mechanics like that in similar games. Summon Titan... Hey, Chip. What's up? A giant mechanical construct from the legends. Fights until killed. 10-minute cooldown. I've not seen anything in this game with a higher cooldown than 2 minutes, and that's Resurrect. Health 800, armor 40, element resistance 20. Oh man, I really want to try that out. Damage. Okay, hold on. So you get a fork. You can only choose one. You can give it a ranged attack. Oh, it has a melee and a ranged attack. Or you can give it way more health, more armor, more resistance, more melee damage, and it has a 70% slow aura. That seems way better. Man, I really want to try this out. I'm not sure where I would fit this in my party, though. The Druid is the Reser, the Heal Totem, he's 2 summons. The Ranger's the highest damage. The Mystic, I really just love the Magic Tower. But I wonder if this would be better. I have to try it out. Okay, so let's do Summon Titan. What are our skills gonna be? Summon Titan's gotta be R. The last time I played this, I tried doing a 4 summoner party. I had Archer, Druid, Mystic, Engineer, no tank. And it really didn't go great, honestly. I wish it did, but it did not. Rapid Fire. Summon Mech. An Electric Cage. Maybe we'll do that. What is this upgrade? Enemy weakness or damage per... Okay, that's damage per second. The giant robot, then the little robots. You can either summon a lot more robots, or you can have them... Let's see. You can have 9 mechs, or you can have 4 mechs, but when they die, they do massive damage in the area around them. Probably the explosive. Because when they explode, it's as if they did like 2 to 3 more auto attacks to everything. Let's try that out. And then Rapid Fire I was using before. I can take the points out of this. Summon Lightning Rod, very cool. But it only has a 1/3 uptime. Like, 20 seconds out and then 60-second cooldown, which is very unfortunate. Alright, rapid fire does exactly what it sounds like. It just lets her machine gun. Let's see, 25 void or splash? I think it's splash. Alright, have any talent points not spent? Rapid, net. I've got more points. Okay, so I can't max out the net right now. That's okay. Alright, so she's got 9 attribute points I need to spend now. Let's get a couple of life, a couple of might, and then the rest into speed and mastery. Now you can respec in this game by spending a few purple crystals. You can see my crystals up there at the top. Let me see their hit points. She's got 390 health. Druid's 378, Ranger 395, Tank 680. Okay, so she's about even with the other people that are not tanks. How did I have her gear? Is her gear alright? Mana, mastery, attribute 3 speed. Alright, let's do item forge. Can I upgrade this at all? I had not upgraded this yet. Actually, I don't know if she's going to have mana issues, because I would rather upgrade mana regeneration if she's going to have mana issues, but I don't know if she will have those issues or not. This, I'll just upgrade speed. That affects auto attacks and spell casting. Yeah, it's like upgrading items uses green, then blue, then purple crystals in that order. Yeah. And items go from like green to blue to purple, and once they're purple, they can be enchanted if they have an open circle down here. And then you sometimes just find gold items. Like, you can't upgrade to gold, you just sometimes find gold things. So like this gold gun doesn't have an enchant slot, so it will never get one, but it's very good regardless, so it kind of gets away with it this time. So let's go to enchanting for a second. Gives me a chance to look at her stuff, and also you can see it. So ranged weapon chat. Okay, so this just, we already had that enchanted. We have that. All right, head armor, I've got an open slot here. I only have 2 options. Multiply your magic and armor penetration by 120%, or increase your crit chance. Let's do crit. And I don't have any, oh, I've got a ring. What can I do to a ring? One thing, mana siphon. Okay. And we find more enchants down there. One of my favorite ones so far, I'll show you, is it Thorns. So basically, I've just been stacking nothing but armor and hit points on this character here. Thorns, he does 22% of his armor, of the owner's armor value as damage every second to everything within 4 feet of him. It's kind of like the immolation aura from the Warcraft series. Like, he's just constantly doing damage to things around him. So all he has to do is survive, and so when I stack armor, it's damage for him as well. It's been amazing so far. And it stacks. His ring has the Thorns enchant as well, so he has Thorns twice. Okay. So I think we're ready for action. I'm going to do a challenge with her in the party to try her out. Let's not do an epic challenge right off the bat. That's very hard. That's easy. Let's just do very hard. Alright, so let's take her out and add Kayla in. Whew. Let's see how we do. Alright, set fire arrows to autocast, set rapid fire to autocast. Oh man, this is not a great map. So this, and this are the only things I can use to line of sight behind, other than my own walls that I make. Bollocks! Oh no! That's my healing totem. I did not mean to do that. I had the wrong character controlled. Okay, hold on. You, charge in. You, let's see what Summon Titan looks like. Oh my god, that's a big boy! Alright. Let's throw the Earth Elemental going to the west. And the Water Elemental to back it up. summon the little swarmy elementals, sorry, the swarmy clockwork guys in the middle of them. Now those swarmy guys, the ones that if they die, they go off like a bomb. I'm gonna use the paladin heal just to heal everyone, no matter where they are. Alright. Now I kinda wanna babysit this guy, because he lasts forever, but I have to make sure that he doesn't get killed. Alright, let's use... Did you do that, Titan? I didn't root those guys. Alright, let's put them in an electric cage. This is one of the engineer moves. Oh, leave that. Leave that. I'm gonna run over here and taunt this. Oh, I didn't see that. Alright, drop a healing totem on us. I look forward to seeing how much damage the big boy contributes at the end of this. Let's just throw the tank over there and see if he can throw an energy bow. That's right, he pumps out a 70% slow aura. Alright, I just did the paladin heal, which got everybody. Doing that heal totem just to heal the big boy. I'm going to try to put this guy in an energy cage. Paladin heal. Oh, get out of those, whatever they are. Summon an energy bow over there. Summon the munchkins. He's doing okay so far. He's certainly slow. You doing okay over there, Kane? He's like, yeah, I'm good. We're 88%. The guys that are on the field might be the last ones. Okay. 3,500. Okay, so he contributed 3,500 damage, which is the same as the energy bows that I was always summoning right in their faces, and the Ent contributed, who was not out all the time. So it's nice. And he spent a lot of the time walking around because he's so slow. In a fight with less movement, he might do even more. And he was also putting out that 70% slow aura. His mitigation is rather... I mean, it's not a tank. It's 22% mitigation. Compared to Kane has 65. So, I mean, it's better than nothing. Alright, what did we get here? Gold bow. Lowers your movement speed, increases your skill power. Okay. Alright, kind of got a feel for her now. Let's head back down to the Manor Refinery. Was that the... Hold on. 6th floor of the tower, on the 6th floor. Let's head down there. And, okay, we were playing with energy pylons or something. Oh, movie time. What's going on? There's a zit. Oh, yeah. My viewers recommended it to me because I almost exclusively play RPGs. And this game, of course, is an RPG. I had never heard of it. I got it during the winter sale, and it was like 50% off, so I got it for $12. It might be in the 20s right now, but it definitely felt like a hidden gem. Like, I had never heard of this before, and they told me about it in like a week or two ago, and I got this and a handful of others that they recommended while they were all really cheap. Some of them were like $1, so I'm going to be trying them out later on. But this has been really enjoyable. I don't know how the replay value is of it, because the game stays pretty much exactly the same, but I'm getting a lot of playtime out of it for this playthrough. Control panel. Unit is in stable state. Energy within normal parameters. Do not supply additional energy to the unit. Okay. I'm gonna hit that quick save. I don't think I've done it since the last battle. There's some gold on the ground. Also, this game does not have a thing where like you hold the Alt button to make the loot get highlighted or anything like that. So you have to keep your eyes peeled. Note with code. Emergency stop code. Okay, I need to write this down. Unit XD451234. Oh wait, what is this? Emergency stop code 1234. It does add this information to the journal, but I don't like having to dig through the journal for it, so I just jot it down. This pylon was once part of the system, but is broken now. Your party needs to find a way to reroute power somehow. Enchant scroll. Armor shatter. Reduce enemies' armor by 30%. Part of weapon schematics. The party has found a metal body, one of the items required to craft the weapon from the schematic. Okay, more gold. I play a lot of RPGs too, but I do other genres as well. Yeah, I play an assortment of genres, but so far, this is the RPGs are pretty much the only thing I've streamed. So when I'm on Twitch, I usually try to stick to this. But I do also enjoy, for example, RTSs, you know, like They Are Billions, StarCraft series, that kind of thing. And I've been into MMOs for many, many years. I don't know if I'll play another one, but I have been thinking about it. Oh wait, there's another pylon here. Oh, I think that's a fight. All right, quick save. Hey, big boy. All right. Gonna summon all my stuff over there. Let's have you move out of whatever that is. Oh! The giant golem just did a movie, like shot rockets up in the air and then they rained down everywhere. That was new. Oh man, Archer is getting low health. This is getting messy. Oh, that's right, summon the little explodey bots. That'll be perfect here. Shoot, she's not in range. They're not shooting. There we go. Last MMO I played was FF14. Dude, I had such a brief and annoying experience with FF14. So, I got FF14 to try it out, and made a character, appeared in town, could not figure out how to move. And I was like, this is insane. I've played WoW and EverQuest for decades. I can't be so bad at RPG that I can't figure out how to freaking move. And at this time period, I did not know that anyone played computer games with a controller. I was on mouse and keyboard, and I could not figure out how to do it. Finally, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting super mad at this point. And I go to the, the key binding menu, and I find that to move on a keyboard was like numeric keypad 4856. And I was like, really? And so I'm like, okay, fine. This is weird. I'll just rebind the keys, though. You couldn't rebind the keys. It did not let you do that. And so I was like, okay, well, this is a waste of money. I'm done with this game. I had no idea it was meant to be played with a controller at that time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how soon after release that whole experience was, but that was truthfully my experience. Oh, you know, another one I got a lot of enjoyment out of that I might play more of at some point is Guild Wars 2. And Guild Wars 1. I like both the Guild Wars. But the ones I played the heaviest, EverQuest was like a decade of my life, and WoW was like another decade. That time, I summoned the giant robot right in the middle of stuff and kept him alive while he was in there, and he did almost 12,000 damage. He did as much damage as Kane did the whole fight. And that's in addition to the fact that she did 18. She outdamaged the range. No one has ever. I'm sorry, Chip. I'm getting so excited. He's complaining. No one's like ever outdamaged the Ranger before. This is breaking news. But really, the tiny little bots only did 600? Oh, but that's only counting their auto attacks. That's not counting their explosions. I wonder if their explosions were added. I wonder if their explosions were added right here, which is this 8,000 under her. That would make it make sense. I played the first Guild Wars and loved it so much. My man, after my own heart. Inactive portal, perhaps it will lead to a room with untold riches. I have no idea what we're doing with these things, but I'm making the lights come on. Got a shield, some gold. Control panel. Unit is in stable state. Energy within normal parameters. Do not apply additional energy to the unit. Okay. That one says the same thing. Was there any more? Oh, there's a path up there, it looks like, that I might have missed. Oh, wait. Okay.
Thanks again for the raid last night. Going to start my stream. Talk to you later.
Thank you for your generosity, my man. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll hit you up again as soon as the schedules allow it. You have a good stream. Oh, camera got yanked from me. Tower Avatar, so you have arrived. The Tower Avatar raises her head and stares into the darkness above. You can feel her mind reaching out, probing for before you. An uncontrollable urge to hide washes over you. Though you can't explain it, you know you must not let her become aware of you. As you think of the best way to conceal yourself, the Avatar's voice sounds out in your mind, crisp and clear. You choose to remain blind to everything taking place here. I tried to warn you. I even insisted your party, intent on keeping them safe and sending them back. And this is how you repay my goodwill. You refuse to listen to me, to trust me. Such blind obedience will be your undoing, and it begins now. Okay. Oh, she turned into Satan. You have survived every test I've set before. I feel like she needs a darker voice now.
You have survived every test I've set before you. Congratulations.
I can't do that for very long. I now know exactly what you are capable of. As such, I have no choice but to deem you a priority threat to the tower. Yo, if they allowed me to do the voice of Venom, they would have to do, like, each scene in however many takes it took for me to do 5 words per take. It is my sworn duty to stop you and your group before you can do further damage, before you endanger all of us with your reckless actions. You will never reach him. After all you will succeed in doing is getting your champions killed. Gone without a word. You do not need to say much when you shroud yourself in a blood-red glimmer. More to the point, Jarl Dwarf. Words are not needed when actions speak for themselves. There, King's Champion, up ahead is the answer you seek. The snake finally shows her fangs. Your dear friend has finally decided to get rid of us once and for all. Betrayer, deceiver. I know not if an avatar can bleed, but before this journey is over, I intend to find out. He's like Batman. Do you bleed? Okay. Alright. We know how to handle these units. We can do this. Let's turn on the auto attacks. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, is everything coming from the right? Like, not to jinx it, but that's gonna be awesome. Summon the explodey bots back there. Need to keep healing the big boy as much as I can if I want to keep him. Alright, healing totem under the big boy. Oh, interesting. That's why this bow wasn't firing. I didn't realize there was no line of sight there. Doing good so far. Alright. Another healing totem over there under the melee. You two get out of that, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Frats, are you talking about buttermilk in the channel, or are you talking about the robot in the game? Because either of those, it works. Ah, yes, definitely. That was a most welcome surprise. Butter emails Mike. Now that was some unexpected generosity. That was really awesome. Oh, here's the weird missile things. So definitely take some babysitting to keep the robot alive, but unlike when you're babysitting a melee hero, you know, it's not game over if he dies. Some of the suicide bots in the back there. Just drop them right in that mess. Oh god, I didn't realize my tank was almost dead. Kane, I'm sorry. All my heals went to the robot. I loved him more. Oh, so he did about 10k, about the same as the energy boss. Again, she did 17k to the Ranger's 11, but 8k of it was explodey bots. Listen, I was really on the fence on that, because you can have 9 little bots, or you can have 4 little bots, but they explode. But the explosions are doing like tens of times more damage than their auto attacks are. And while I'm thinking about it, let me do the tiniest of giveaways here. Give me just a second to open something up. Alright. Go and get the speed of Chrome. Heavy alloy plate. Ugh! Minus to all resists, plus health, plus regen, minus movement. But plus 6% of skill power, massive increase to life, mantle of immunity 2. Reduce all negative effects by 50%. Okay, so it's a major, major trade-off item. Mana distillery. All mana below 90% purity must be recycled into secondary systems for further refinement. There's no exception to the rule. Access from Purification Chamber, Purification Center, allowed only after level 3 cleansing process. If any contaminated materials will be detected, you'll face immediate disciplinary actions. Okay. Alright, give me just 1 second here, Cat. I promise it is worth it. So for anyone who might be new to the channel, we make use of a program called Quest Mode, and it allows people to play like cell phone games and stuff like that, and at the same time they generate sub points, which you can cash out your sub points for giving away a free subscription to someone on the channel. And we have enough to do that again today, as soon as the website catches up with me. Yes, I'm sure. And if anyone else here is a streamer that's never heard of Quest Mode and they want information, I'll be happy to tell you about it. I've never talked to them, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just an awesome, awesome program and everybody wins. Alright, pick up this gold. Your party comes across a shattered mechanical construct looking similar to your former companion that was dismantled by Kayla. I'm looking at these remains here and it reminds me of our old friend we left behind. Do not worry, Master Smith. As soon as we find some power source, we can go back and reactivate it. What is that red? Oh, that's just the construct, okay. Tap the quick save. Haven't done that since we got through that fight. Went into cinematic mode. Oh, we're finding more knowledge of the past, all.
The Magi and Lords were appalled at this revelation. How can you fight an enemy that is all-powerful and does not have a physical form? They immediately banned the use of power without exception, hoping that there was not yet enough mixed energy for the Organte to be able to open a bridge. Thousands of crystal golems were created and positioned across the land to immediately absorb any new node before it could be used. Any attempt to use this power carried the threat of immediate execution. Everyone was hoping that it would be enough, that it was not too late. The Organte, waiting on the other side of the portal, soon realized that people had uncovered their deception. There was not enough new energy in the world for them to create a stable bridge yet, but they could project their thoughts through the barrier. they abandoned all pretense and took a direct approach. They began to create inanimate constructs across the land, whose only purpose was to destroy. People tried to fight them with technology, building mechanized golems of their own.
The Great
But they
Golem
did
War.
not have the time or resources to protect the whole land. Destruction spread across. Within a few years, most of the land was in ruins. People of all races gathered in heavily fortified locations, not knowing the time and place of the next attack. Then, one day, a heavy attack came upon Elven capital city. The defenders were overrun, and a terrible slaughter began. Desperate and maddened with anger, the Council of Elven Magi broke the treaty and lashed out at the attackers with a power, what had been prohibited, and exactly what the Organte were hoping for.
Oh no!
In a few moments, all the attackers were shattered by the terrible destructive force of the magic.
Oh, 1 second! I can't pause the cinematic! There we go. Alright, so if you're still here, Frats Cat, free sub for you. You've been real good to me these last few weeks, and I appreciate it. Wanted to show my appreciation. And that is the 17th sub that we've gotten through quest mode. So once again, it's an awesome program. I encourage people to use it. The more they use it, the more often we can give away the subs. And if you are a streamer and want info on it, I'll be happy to share that with you as well. Access to the Manor Repository is blocked by Faradus. It can only be removed if all 4 refinery sectors are operational. Okay. Your champions find a lamp with a lot of wires attached to it. Despite its appearance, it definitely served a different function once. Found some gold. More gold. Happily take that off your hands. Note with code. Okay. Unit XT12 emergency stop code 5678. Alright. It is immortalized on my notepad. Enchant scroll. Increase health by 12%. And some gold. Orange purifier. A tall machine with hypnotizing light shining through the small window. This is one of the 3 machines that needs to be contaminated in order for the whole system to be shut down. Your champions have collected some contaminated materials, however they're not sure which type to place inside. Which type of contaminated materials should they insert into the machine? What? How do I know? Green vapors? Your champions insert green vapor into the machine. It starts to shake violently, emitting a high-pitched sound. The machine still works afterwards. Alright, try blue dust. Your party does not have any contaminated material in a matching blue color. Why did you tell me I did then? Yellow rocks? Okay, so the only thing I had was the green, and it didn't work. Hey, there he is. We had enough, So basically there's this third-party group called Quest Mode, and what they do is, you know, different companies will give them deals, like Lords Mobile. It's a phone game that I'm a fan of. You play Lords Mobile while you're connected to Quest Mode, and as you play the game, Quest Mode generates points. Every time you get to 2,000 sub points, you get to get yourself a free sub to Twitch, or you can give those points to the streamer, in this case that's me, and then I can give them out to whoever I want. And I had enough points from people doing quests, and I just used them to give you a sub, which gives you the beautiful little skull badge next to your name, and then I get all the benefits of getting another sub at the same time. So really everybody wins. They get traffic on their games, I get a sub, you get the benefits of being a sub, stuff like that. It's a very awesome system. Like, their website does have some issues, but you can do quests, or you can just do like the daily check-in, and I encourage my regulars to at least do the daily check-in because they just keep generating subs that way. It's been a good day for all of us, frats. A note written in sharp, hard lines to all idiots. Oh, well, this is to me. Today is the 5th time in the last 2 weeks that someone has shut down the whole installation by inserting the wrong type of enhancer into the system. I'm tired of your stupidity and laziness. If you cannot read the manual or follow my instructions, let me dumb it down for you. I've installed the light system on each machine. Before you inject any foreign enhancer into the stream, remember this. Materials of the same color will purify, while the opposite color will overload. Yes, you can check the color tables if you aren't sure. For red, orange color is good. Green is bad. Chief Engineer. If someone overloads the system again, I swear by the great spirits I will feed you to the crystal golems. Glad to see your encouragement, buddy. And as a streamer yourself, I can only say good things about the system. It's really great. Like it says there in the chat, Gatherbot Helper has gifted 17 subs so far. And the more people that just play games and fiddle with it, the faster that I can shoot them out. Let's try green vapors here. Yeah, red machine shut down. Okay. So this is probably going to require blue. I don't have that though. So somewhere on this level, there's blue hazardous materials and yellow hazardous materials that I gotta pick up. So I'll make a lap around the level, and then if I can't find them, I will Google that nonsense, because there's somewhere on this level. Looking for blue or yellow something. And I do the quest. It lets you do the quest too. So like I started to say guilty pleasure, but it's really not a guilty pleasure. I just enjoy it. I play a lot of games on the iPad, Clash of Clans, Lords Mobile, stuff like that. And so Quest Mode constantly makes new deals with these companies. They're like, oh, we've just added these 3 games as well as subscription to Gillette razors to the system. And so I'll download those new games, try them out. If I hate them, I'll just do like the quest I started, finish it, and then uninstall. If I like it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep this, and I'll play around with it on occasion. And I've found half a dozen games that I really enjoy, and just as many that I didn't care for on there. And then all the points I got from playing myself, I just used to give subs out to people. I'm streaming since March. Any chance you can explain what Poggers is? It's like almost an emote for excitement. Like, have you seen the PogChamp guy? Like, this guy? Like, it was, I don't know the source. I'm sure if you Googled, like, PogChamp source, you could find it. But PogChamp is basically that face. So when people are like, Poggers or PogChamp, it's just, they're like, oh, like, they're so excited by something that just happened on the screen. That's what they're trying to enunciate to you. Pretty sure I found the green vapors, like, right when I entered this level. Your party has found an obsidian hammer that should be capable of breaking this crystal. Boron picks up the weapon and raises his powerful arm to strike when Maeve steps in front of him with her hand raised. Doesn't it surprise you that the single crystal has been sitting here for so long? It looks quite suspicious to me. Girl, even if you are right and it's a trap, I care not. This crystal contains raw mana, as it has been thousands of years ago. I shall not pass such an opportunity to learn about the origins of magic. I agree with Whisper. We should spring this trap before some other unfortunate adventurer comes across it. What do you say about this, Ancient One? Now that Maeve pointed it out, yes, it does look suspicious that this crystal was not processed. We should be careful here. What if this magic in its old raw form is dangerous? Maybe our bodies change so much we can no longer absorb it. I say leave it be. The party starts discussing whether to take a risk and break the crystal or leave it be. I'm gonna let the party decide, because I've messed with their brains enough. Boron and... Oh, that's awful. 2 people that I'm not actively using in my party are happy, and 3 that I am actively using are unhappy with that decision. You decide to leave this decision up to the champions, as they will have to face the consequences. After a short discussion, they agree it's worth taking a risk in breaking the crystal. Boron takes an obsidian hammer, which seems nothing but a toy in his large hands. Then he takes a powerful swing and smashes the hammer into the crystal. The crystal chimes with a deafening high-pitched sound, then it splits into 2. In front of your champions, there is a node of blue mana that swirls lazily in the air as if alive. Which of your champions wants to absorb the mana node? The only one here who has mana problems, the only one here who can't spam their abilities is Maeve. Mastery increased by 3. Not mana related at all. Suddenly there's a loud noise behind your party. They quickly turn around and see a group of golems made of stone and crystals running quickly towards them. Oh god, ambush! Enraged 10-heads swarm your party. Your frontline warriors can handle them in troves, but your fragile champions will get shredded within seconds. Oh, great. When I was making my own emotes for Atscat, I did not really have any ideas for, like, a perfect emote. I do have some now, but at that time, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And what I ended up doing was I Googled, like, most used emotes, and there was a website for it. I Googled, like, what are the most used emotes on Twitch, and I ended up finding, 1 second. I ended up finding the this website that actually showed them, and the most used. Dang, I'm gonna restart. I'm dividing my train of thought, and I shouldn't be doing that. The most used websites were like Kappa and PogChamp, and what were the other ones? Lulz, the one with Total Biscuit. So I found a guide on how to turn your own face into an emote. And I used the guide and did that. And here we are. And then eventually when I come up with something that's much more me, I'll probably replace it. But that was just kind of for fun. Alright, so... int. Whoa, oh my gosh. Ah, this is killing me. So I'm starting out with my party split up. I can use her to leap over the wall with smokescreen, but then she would be trapped there. Alright, let's just take this slow for once. I'll stop trying to rush around the wall. Stress is real when the party is divided. Oh! Schnizzle. Alright, electric cage them, and then run. Our paladin heal, which is the whole party no matter where they are. Come on, girls! Run! Move your buns! Okay, heal everybody up. I think we got control of the situation. No, I actually don't own a green screen. I It was a guide, and it was basically just a how to cut out your face using very simple free programs on the internet. If you're really interested, I can try to find the link to it when I finish the stream. And I used that to make those. I spent an embarrassing amount of time in the camera trying to get like the faces just right to match the existing emotes as much as I could. Oh, did I lose my giant robot? No, sad day. Whoa, what? Oh, there's more from the back. Energy gauge! Yeah. Hey, Chip. You gonna join us again? Chip is in the house, or his butt is. Is this? We're at 92% for this fight, so this might be the last match. Well, the big summoned golem is not gonna get a lot of damage this time. 4,000, still more than any other pet. She outdamaged over 5k from the little explodey dudes. The next thing I want is a green screen with the 1x1 panels for sound dampening that can also be green to make a functional screen behind me. Yeah, the green screen, I definitely feel it's an option. I thought about it very seriously for quite a while. I also looked into like how to make one cheap. You can make them pretty cheap with just like a couple of like PVC pipe pieces and the right color of green felt from like an arts and crafts store. You can make a really cheap, very functional green screen. Okay, we already used that forge. What are we looking for? Something. Oh, we're looking for blue dust and yellow crystals. That's what we're looking for. The only thing was, if you're going to use it, I felt like you needed to be doing something flashy with it, which is not entirely true, but it's something I was thinking. What is going on here? Did I just turn on that machine? Crystal storage and extraction has been shut down. Okay. So like, one of the biggest streamers that I personally watched is Asmongold. Asmongold, his stream is like literally just his face in the corner, not even, like mine, but not even a border around it, and then the stream. I mean, his main thing is just he's been streaming WoW for like a decade. But so I watch someone like him, or I think Ninja's pretty much the same, and I know it's not required, but you can do some amazing things with it. I've seen other streamers that use the green screen to sometimes, like when the mood strikes them, they suddenly make it look like they're in a doctor's office. Like when there's this one lady I've watched, and when she's in, when someone comes in and like trolls her stream, oh, here's the blue dust. She will make it look like she's in a doctor's office and give them a talk through of how to take the stick out of their ass. And it cracks me up, and it's something that she does. But you can do some very tasteful things with the green screen, or it can just be something that's hardly noticeable at all. Oh, another thing that jumps to my mind when I think about this is a green screen can be good if you are trying to make more space on the screen. Like if you're playing a game where it's really important to see as much of the screen as possible, if you're trying to cut out some of your background for that reason. I would get that too. Okay, back over here, we've got all the contaminated materials. Start to say poison materials. I think at this point it's not a pressing issue, but White Tiger, who's another usual in my stream, he's recommended to me that the next time I was wanting to make like a stream-related purchase, that I should think about better lighting. So ever since he made that comment, I've been thinking about getting some light panels or something, but that would be way in the future. All right, orange purifier. Try putting in the blue dust. Okay, that worked. We already shut down that one. And purple purifier, which got to be yellow. Okay. Alright, so does that now allow me access to the next level? Let's go find out. I bought this about 2 months ago. Alright, hold on. I'm loading up the webpage now. When I'm streaming, Chrome takes its sweet time, but so I'm just waiting on it to catch up. Access removed of all 4 refinery sectors are operational. Webcam light stand for live stream. Oh, gotcha. I see. Cool. Yeah, I've got my webcam is clipped to the top of my monitor that I use to read chat, which is there for me, and yeah, obviously. And then the cat cam is actually connected to the top of my headphone recharging station by a one of my wife's hair ties. I'm not ashamed of it, it's the truth. Oh, right on, a forge that I missed. So a forge upgrades a gear from either green to blue or from blue to purple. So you just gotta find a piece of gear you really like. This is nice. She's got nothing that's applicable. Him, I could do the staff. The boots. Staff might be easily replaced pretty soon though. What is the damage on this? 17.3? No, maybe not. Let's just upgrade the staff. Alright, cool. Now I can put an enchant on his weapon. Push the person off and on, it's night and day. The LED has a white warming warm states can be pretty damn bright. Unit is in stable state, energy with the normal parameters. Do not apply additional energy to the unit. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, so I've connected those lights down there. I've got this weird thing going here. And I got this thing up here. Huh. Oh, is that it? Current state to... Oh! Do each of these gizmos have a way of pointing the beam at the middle? What does this do? Let's go see what's going on with it. Okay, hold on. Charge it with energy from the other 2 pylons. Oh man, is that a dead end? I gotta go around. That's not it. Oh, save game. Fountains irreversibly change your stats, so I always save before doing it so I see what happens. Health increased by 20. Dope. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine on the tank. Alright, control panel. Where am I? I'm here. Whoa! I'm firing my laser! What's going on? Warning, 1 additional beam connected. Surplus energy. Current state, 25% above acceptable threshold. Okay. Do I just need to keep finding ways to point beams at it until it explodes? That's not it. Are we trying to power a portal here? Oh, hello. Hello, Satan? Are you in there? Okay. Let's save game. See what happens when I go up to this portal. Secret portal. Stream Elite Conjurer. Summons energy crossbows and summons metal insects. My man! Oh, wow. I've fought in this room before. This is a rough one. Alright. Put the stuff on autocast. Air Tower 2. Back CD again with the host. Thank you, my friend. Dude, when are we gonna have another night where my stream finishes before yours so I can return all these favors you're sending me? Hey dude, did your stream go well? Let's put electric cage on that thing. Slow time, move you two out of the bubble. Have a good night, buddy. I know you're off to bed. It is much appreciated. Thank you again. To everyone just tuning in, welcome. My name is Mukluks. I will be your humble host. But don't die right now. We're currently playing Tower of Time, which is an RPG that I had never heard of before week ago. One of my viewers recommended me to try. And it's pretty fun. It's kind of like a classical RPG when you're out of combat, but in combat it's kind of like not quite an action RPG, but you're controlling 4 people. To make up for that overwhelming fact, you can slow time briefly to be able to issue commands. We're doing first Path of Diablo. Do you have 2 miles to reset ladder on Friday? I think you should start it too. Path of Diablo? Is that in Path of Exile, or is that in Grim Dawn? I think I've heard of a Grim Dawn mod similar to that, so I think you might be talking about that. Alright, I'm gonna draw a stone wall, because this is getting to be a bit much. Oh boy. Alright, we need to start maybe circling the room a bit. So let's get all arranged over here. And let's just start going counterclockwise around the room looking for towers we can take out. Oh god. Getting the healing totem. It is Diablo 2, thanks for viewing, amazing. Good night, brother. Yeah, please do. I am very interested. Got it. Alright, kamikaze bots just came off cooldown. Let's throw them in the mess. Dude, so much of this stuff is just summoned minions from the enemy summoners. Like, I'm not actually making progress by killing the little things. You've got to kill the big ones. Alright, once again, I'm going to draw a wall here just to cut line of sight with a lot of the enemies, reduce the damage we're taking. Yeah, you continue to be uploaded path of Excel streamers. It's really fun. Alright. I will read the info once you send it. Maybe do some Googling myself, see what I can find. We are going to have some serious numbers padded on this level from how all these summoned creatures that they're making. Alright, water elemental is available again. Summon the kilobots on this this tower. Ah, we got one of the summoners. The percentage just went from 20 to 52. Making progress. Use the paladin heal to heal the giant bot. Almost got the tower. Got it. Nice. Let's see if we can save the giant robot. Okay, nice. 80% is the... and that last tower in the top left might be the last thing. Oh, there's 2 towers. Okay. Let's see where Fido is going. Southwest. Guess we're going southwest. All the things. I think we've got all the robot summoners dead, so now it's just the stationary structures. Start throwing... oh, wow, those... okay, it's an air tower. Yeah, 98% resistance to air damage. I was like, man, that's not doing anything. The energy bows I summoned do air damage, so they're not doing much versus those towers. Using everything with no regard for mana. This is the last thing. 100%. Wow, that level. The engineer did 27,000 damage, and 14,000 of it was her... I think her kamikaze robot's exploding. And then her robot, the giant one that I kept alive the whole time, did another 17k. That is insane. Until I made this build for her, the Ranger was on top every single time. It was no contest. No one was even close. She is just blowing it out of the water. Looky at my before-after pics. Your before-after pics? Did you send me some pictures? Did you lose weight, gain weight? Are you pregnant? Do I congratulate you? Wait, your wife's pregnant. I know that one. Let's see. 50% above acceptable threshold. How do I kick it up even higher? Cooler? Unit is in stable state. Energy with the normal parameters do not supply additional energy to the unit. Okay. So how do I do that and mess everything up? Well, that needs to stay how it was. Okay, I'll check it out after. Is there anything else I can do? Hold on, let me go to the top-down view again. So the 2 additional beams is putting it at 50% over threshold. I feel like if each additional beam is 25%, I need to point 2 more beams at this thing? I don't know where I'm gonna get them from. What does that do? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so that sends energy to the cooler. Can I now break the cooler? 33% above acceptable threshold. Okay, okay. Okay, alright. Where was the other beam? It was this one, right? This blue one here? So I guess I pointed them all at each individual piece of machinery to break stuff. Blow up! Alright, so there was some trickery there. It made me think I needed to point them all at the middle. But I had to point them all at that cooler machine, and then the middle thing overheats, I guess? Where am I right now? Let's see what this thing says. Warning, critical overload, stand clear. Okay. How do I overload it? Do I go back to the middle console? Warning, 1 additional beam connected, surplus energy. No, that's not it. So am I done with the coolant system now? Now 50. Make sure there's nothing else to do with this pylon. Now 25 again. Alright. Let's try pointing it that way. Let's see what the cooler says now. Okay, so it still says overloading, so I don't need to keep the beams on that. I've done the portal thing already. Alright, so let's go back around here. So we pointed 1 beam off to the north. Making progress. Broken 2 machines. Is that it? Woo! Kind of unimpressive, but... Oh, maybe it's still exploding. Alright. Vapor treatment shut down. So now what? Alright, well, earlier there was an invisible wall over here, so let's go see if that's gone now. Now that we've destroyed the machinery on this level. Oh, on the topic of the light? Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That is very noticeable. In my case, I'm so pasty that if I just open up... Here, let me show you something. So you see my face right now? All I just did was I opened up Notepad. Like, look at this. Notepad? Tower of Time. Notepad? Tower of Time. It's... Like, I open up a program with a white background, and that's my freaking light. Access is blocked on all 4 refinery sectors. Okay, okay. So, if we've got 4 sectors, this, I contaminated the 3 machines. It's broken. This one, I played a game with laser lights. It's broken. So, let me check out the southwest and southeast ones. Okay, please stand clear of machinery when the alarm is sounding. Okay, what is going on down here? Oh, I can't go up those stairs, apparently. You shall not pass. No, I did that. I broke a crystal over here. I don't know that that really was related to this machine, though. Oh, control panel. Warning, mana storage exceeds allotted levels. Machinery needs to be stopped immediately. Okay, maybe I already overloaded this one. So what did I miss? Was there one to the northeast? There it is. Quite impressive for a bunch of misfits. You managed to shut down 3 out of 4 sectors. Only the last one remains. We did vapor treatment. We did... Was it Mana Distillery? Or just to stop... No, we did that. That was the one where we put the contaminated stuff in. Crystal storage and liquefaction. This will be the quickest one. It's the only one I haven't figured out. They connected to an infernal machine to my systems. An energy barrier keeps it safe from everything I've thrown at it. If you have the 7th level of the tower, blasted machine has to... Okay, so there's a machine somewhere here I have to destroy, I think. See, I spent too much time running through this level and just hacking and slashing and everything I could. And there was some stuff I needed to click on that I missed. 2.5-year-old loves playing with the on-off. Oh man, dude, yesterday, this furball, he climbed under my desk, and I didn't think anything of it, because he goes under there all the time. And he went over to my, what is it, my uninterruptible power supply, which has a power button with a green light on it, and he goes, boop, and turned off my whole system. And I was like, oh my god! Oh, D45? Oh, I've got that. D45 emergency stop code is 1234. I found that earlier. Ha ha ha, that's what these were for. W28, shutdown code 9012. T12 shutdown code 5678. Is that all of them? All refinery installations are shut down. Yes! Alright. So let's head back to the robot. I think it's actually quicker just to run. Yeah, I ended up taking some black construction paper and some tape and covering up the button with the light on it. Because I was like, I don't want to have to worry about the cat shutting down the whole system when I'm streaming. Thank you. Nope. Oh, I missed a turn. Right over here. Paradise. Surprise, surprise. I can't believe you bunch of nitwits did it. With the system no longer adding mana, I can finally begin venting some of the surplus energy and avoid catastrophe. Head over to the mana sphere. I'll disable the barrier so you may descend to the next level of the tower. My appreciation and gratitude. Now get going. I have work to do. Neat. Okay. Alright. Now, if you look at the top left of the screen here, it shows your progress for finding every single little thing on this level. So, once you think you're done with it, you can look up at the top if you're a completionist and see, like, oh, I missed. Alright. Teleport over here. I'm gonna tap the quick save button. An old tattered parchment lying on the floor grabs Kayla's attention. After running her finger down the paper, she turns away with an expression of anguish on her face. As the party presses on, she falls to the rear, her head and eyes hung low. Kane takes the parchment from her shaking hands and reads a list of unfamiliar names, followed by their titles and a 3-digit number. Does it mean something to you? Some of the names are familiar. I know them, but I just can't connect them to anything. No specific faces or memories, as if my entire life is shrouded in an impenetrable cloud of smoke. For those of you just tuning in, this lady's an engineer. She was basically Captain America here. She was like cryo-frozen or something for 1,000 years at least. As we told her the year was like 1000 AD, and she was like, what is AD? She has this mechanical arm. She doesn't remember missing an arm, and she's got holes in her memory. So she knows she worked here, she remembers this place, but she's missing a lot of memories. I just don't understand why I can't remember who they were, yet I can operate these machine panels without a second thought. There was a dwarven healer once in my kingdom who spoke that our minds are complex machines of their own, each part responsible for different types of thought. Perhaps the sleep machine you were in only affected certain parts of your mind. I knew you had a keen insight into machines, son of Rogheim. That must be it. The logic of your explanation puts me at ease, thank you. Mumbling, I know some people who would kill to forget their past. Okay. Crystals, very nice. Once again, you gotta keep your eyes peeled for stuff you can click on, because there's no hold alt to highlight everything in this game. More crystals, right on. Staff of Winds. What? Dark Seed 3. Increases crit hit chance from 200 to 350% for this weapon. Critical hit increases weapon damage before any armor or magic resistance is calculated. Where's the drop? Right there. Minus 10 to your mana per hit. Okay, so this is an insane staff if you're an auto-attacking caster and not actually shooting spells. But it drains your mana with every shot to power it. Okay, interesting. Something I'll hang on to in case I want to try. Oh, hold on. Alright, quick save. Okay. This is a portals fight, which means they keep pouring out of these portals until you kill the portals. There's no end to them. I think Mechanical Mage might be new. Vicious Flame burns away your armor. Ugh. Magma Ball, Fireball does what you would expect. What is Drill Beam? It's a beam that just keeps doing fire damage every second. And this guy has Revenge. Critical Overload. It's Bloodlust, also... Okay, it's Bloodlust, alright. I was afraid that Critical Overload would be like a kamikaze thing. Gotta watch out for those. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, the size of this level. This is gonna be a long fight. Okay, if I run to the left, I'm gonna get pincered. So I'm gonna run right, and that way near everything will be coming at me from the left-hand side. Alright, I'm gonna set Rapid Fire and Fire Arrows on autocast. Here we go! Oh, there's towers as well. Okay. I'm gonna zoom in a little, getting a little lag. Summon the big boy. Now I cannot control the summoned units, they each have their own AI, so I'm trying to summon them in an area where I can predict what they're going to do. Alright, so we went so far to the right that all the stuff coming from the left is going to take a while to get here. Summon elementals. On the flip side, it is going to take forever for the Titan robot I summoned to join us when we go west. Yeah. Alright, let's get moving. So you can see at the top right, there's 10 objectives on this map. We've taken out 2 just now. We took out 1 tower, 1 portal. Oh, wait, our movement's actually pretty good. Skill cooldown -half. Movement speed +6. That stat's usually like a 2. Okay, so that's how they accommodate the giant map. They give you a lot of movement speed. Yeah, and we've got half cooldowns. That's awesome. I didn't realize that. This will not take as long as I thought it would when I saw the size of this map. because I've killed everything to the right of me, I can just keep pushing left almost recklessly, and I know that nothing is going to come from behind. And those were his last words! I hope not. Drop a healing totem to counter this blizzard thing this tower's putting out. Alright. Ooh, what did he just launch? Oh, sweet. They're like magic missiles or something. Kamikaze bots back there. So the bots do auto attack damage, but when they're killed, they go off like nukes. Whoa! Alright, slow time. All of you get out of that. I missed something. When you slow down time, you see red arrows for every enemy on the map. There's something I missed over here. That's what it was. So we started this level right here, and I thought it just went northwest to northeast. I didn't even realize there was a south. Okay. Well, I'm glad that didn't bite me in the backside. So those portals have been building up a crowd, but that would have happened no matter which way I went through, so not terrible. Alright. So there's 2 portals and 2 towers down there south of the entrance. Oh, are those the ones with the auras? No, I don't think so. I don't see it. Of course, my tank is the last one here. Charge! There's this one robot that has an aura that increases the damage of all robots near it by like 40%. It's insanely scary if a couple of them are together. Kind of a big deal. Swarm them? Backline forward, charge the tank up. Resummon the ends on the water elemental and the murder bots. And before they time out, charge the next station. This is pretty sweet with the whole half cooldowns thing. Oh my god. My tank just got popped. Alright, cast revival. What did that? I don't even know what did that. Something just deleted him. Was it there might have been some of those auras stacked that I talked about earlier? I didn't see the culprit, but dang. Drill beam. Alright, let's do this. We're going to make a wall here. I'm going to draw a wall, which will break their line of sight. So all the damage from behind that wall is going to stop. And then I can work on these guys. Cut them in half like a Protoss player. Alright, we finally took down that tower. It is awesome that we've managed to keep the Titan alive this long. Because Because when he's gone, he's pretty much gone for that combat. It's like a 10-minute cooldown. But he has no time life. He just sticks around. Actually, he's got a 5-minute cooldown because this map has half cooldowns, and it's been 5 minutes, so he's actually back up. So for the one time it's ever going to be wrong, that statement was wrong. One thing I am currently missing is the ability to queue commands, like hold down shift key and do multiple orders in a row and have them go off in a sequence. This game does not have that, which most action RPGs don't, but I am missing that right now. A healing zone there, so I can't really tell what's going on. We're at the last portal, so I'm just spamming everything. Oh, show me that damage meter. 63,000 DPS on the engineer, and 36,000 of it was the bots exploding. So the other 27,000 ties, almost ties with the Ranger. This is so crazy. Where's the Titan? Well, less than I thought. Maybe it's because he spent so much time traveling. He did 11k. Same as the Int. The Int did 11k. It could have also been something with resistances on these guys. Like the airbow usually does insane damage, but did really low. So these guys were just probably resistant to air damage. That, I think, was the biggest combat level we've done so far. Oh, treasure chest. Let's see, part of weapon schematics. You found a trigger schematic. So we can make a gun. Found crystals. You are sliding, buddy. You are going to fall again if you don't control your center of mass. If there's one thing this furry dude has not figured out, it's how to tell when he's about to fall. And then at the last second, he's like, oh shit, and sinks his claws in and maims me. So there's a side quest we haven't found here, as well as 2 battles, 3 treasure chests, and 2 enchant scrolls? Am I that bad? That was for the last level. Oh, wait. Can be crafted in the Magic Forge on the Living Quarters level. Okay. So I can do that. Next time I'm in town, I can go to the Magic Forge and craft the magic gun. Neat. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the next floor just so we have the waypoint. And then I can pop back and do the forging. Nice. We saw the end of the 6th floor of the tower. Wow, look at the size of this place. I wonder what they were stockpiling in these containers. There's dead people here. Rockhem quickly leans over an open container, practically falling inside. He then rushes to another, crouching beside it, peering into it through a gaping hole at its side. Empty! The whole lot of them, I reckon. Some kind of managed storage containers. Are you certain? Indeed. I can sense the residual magical energy. There's no question. They must have had enough magic to rebuild half of our Terra stored here. I wonder what happened to it all. Alright, that's it. Oh man, is that actually part of the level way down there? Like 100 feet down? Alright. Enchant Scroll. Ephemeric Chains 3 applies a 40% slow for 10 seconds. Has an 8% chance to daze enemies. Can only be applied to a ranged weapon. One of your party members catches sight of a backpack on the floor. Maeve scoops it up and searches every crevice in the span of 2 breaths. All she comes up with are 2 torn pieces of paper. When both halves are placed next to each other, they read. We finally managed to capture one of the power sources from the constructs just before it was destroyed. So strange that the power sources actually leave the units once they are disabled. I wonder where they go and why. But those are questions for another time. For today is the day we celebrate. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. So they captured one of the alien creatures. The creatures of energy? They thought it was a battery? The construct power sources are compatible with the technomancy equipment we have among us. Oh no! The power just one of these units provides is nearly unbelievable. A handful more and all our power worries will be over. When we return, I must personally thank Magus Sleeth. None of this would have been possible without his direction. Oh no. Tiny Great Helm. So they finally took down an enemy golem. They thought they pulled out the battery pack, but took out the energy being that was driving it, that wanted to murder them in the first place, and plugged it into their own weapons, going, oh wow, look at all the energy this thing gives off. This looks so different than I remember, though admittedly I don't remember much. It looks like there was some sort of explosion here. More than one, laddie. One explosion couldn't take out all these bridges. Does this mean we have to go back? Not necessarily, lowborn. Not all bridges are physical in nature. Look there. The party looks toward the edge of the island where a solid black crack hovers in midair. Surrounded by thick, pulsating white energy, the hole seems to draw in all of the nearby air. When Whisper moves closer to inspect, the black vapors spilling from her hand rush towards the crack where they disappear. As she moves her hand behind the crack, her vapors are unaffected. Odd, I sense no magical essence here. I know of no technology that can create this effect. Regardless, it is indeed a gateway. The only question is, do we have the courage to travel through it? Yep. What is this? Titan Sabatons. Increase health and mana by 8%, but lowers your movement speed drastically. Ooh. Okay, so let's pop back topside. And that's not the right button. That's the right button. Alright, so we're back in town. Let's go back to the living quarters and use all the schematics we've got to craft whatever the Uber gun is that we've been collecting parts for. I hope it's an Uber gun. I've already found 3 pistols. In this world, they're at, like, you know, magic and bow and crossbow stage, so the pistols we found were making my party ooh and ah, so hopefully this is impressive. Your champions return to the forge. Rockhem is nearly tripping over himself in anticipation. As the dwarf excites the flames of the forge, Kayla lays out the 3 components. Son of Rogheim, I believe the honor should be yours. Clasping his heart with eyes shut. Thank you, my lady. But only if you guide my hand. We came all this way. I cannot risk losing the gun to misplaced pride. Aw, look at you. Kayla and Rockhem set the parts together and send them into the magical forge. Moments later, a glowing red chunk of metal emerges. As it cools, it slowly takes the appearance of what you can only guess is a complete pistol. What you can only guess, I've got 3 in my inventory. A complete pistol with a long and sleek look. Its sleek long lines and shiny silver metal make it a beautiful piece of weaponry. And it hovers in midair. Experimental Kelsier's repeater. Reduce armor by 1 for 60 seconds upon each hit. Effect stacks for a maximum reduction of 60 armor. And gives 4 speed. That's huge. Speed is both attack speed and reduces cooldowns on spells. Alright, what's our current stuff? 13.1 and 10.3. Oh, wait, what? I expected the auto attack damage to go down, but it went up. Is it because of the force speed? I guess I'm not gonna complain. I get the speed and I also get the armor melt. Alright, rad. So, I don't, which level was the, that side quest for with the gun? So Machine Works is 96%. I have the side quest for this place. I haven't figured out why it hasn't checked off. I need to Google that someday. Manor Refinery. Okay, the side quest for the gun was for this level. So I did miss some items in there, but I did finish that place. So let's go back to Shattered Floor. Although I have a lot of gold, my heroes are all the max level that my town's buildings will allow them to be, so unless I find another blueprint, There's no point in farming up gold. There's nothing I can spend it on. Titan Gauntlets. This whole Titan set has like a crazy ability and a bunch of negative stats. Alright. Pick up this gold, save game, and jump on the portal. Kane walks before the hovering spot of fractured space. His hair rises up off his head, rushing toward the black portal to the unknown. After securing his gear to his body, the shield guard looks back over his shoulder. I'll go first. If it's a trap, let it spring on me alone. If it is safe, I will send a signal. The shield guard glances to Maeve, who opens her mouth to say something, but hesitates. Aw, she's okay with him dying. In the slight pause, Kane turns and steps through the blackness. He vanishes as if slipping behind a heavy curtain. I don't believe my eyes. Where in Arterra are we? Clearly we are not in Arterra anymore. We're in Diablo 2's Arcane Sanctuary. No, we're not. Looks like it. Does it really matter, lassie? As long as this light is underfoot stays solid enough. Okay. Pretty rad looking level. Oh, crystals. Massive translucent crystals grow right before your eyes. A mass of semi-translucent conduits swirling with energy rise up from below the platform. This reminds me of Subnautica. Your champions look in awe, offering wild speculations as to the nature of such alien engineering. Perhaps an ethereal vegetation, like barnacles growing on the side of a ship? More likely structural piping to transfer power or waste. Perhaps they are tentacles of a vast space creature which comes out to feed on unsuspecting travelers. Okay, Doctor Who. Your champions move away from the oddity and quickly return to their quest. Way to scare everybody, old man. Absolutely astonishing. What absolute power the creators of this place must wield, the secrets they must learn watching through such lofty a window. This does not feel right to me. We should not be here. We must retrace our steps and find another way. Kane backsteps towards the portal, his eyes darting from side to side in frantic tempo. Kay, what's wrong? We do not belong here. We need to get out of here while we still can. Leave? We just got here. How could you possibly pass up the opportunity to leave a place like this? I could spend the rest of my days here, as if this place were truly home. We cannot leave now. My lord is counting on us. We've pledged our honor and loyalty, and to turn back now would disgrace our names. I'm sick and tired of this crazy tower. I want to be done with it. Forget the machines and metals of old. Wait, oh, something's affecting our minds. This guy is like, for machines. He would not say that. And this guy never breaks an oath, and he's breaking one now. Oh my, look there, near the tower. That's a tiny man, such a tiny man. Hello, little man. And this guy never laughs. He's like Spock. I grow tired of these cat and mouse games. If an enemy lies in wait here, let them show their face. What's going on with all of you? Alright, so she's unaffected. As the engineer of old queries her new friends, you feel a strange tingling throughout your body. You're suddenly overwhelmed with feelings of anger, fear, passion, admiration, joy, and more. They hit you in waves, one after another, with no logical explanation. It is during these strong emotions you feel the thoughts and senses of your champions slip from you. You can still sense them, but they arrive broken, disjointed, no longer complete and consistent. Worse still, their thoughts and emotions seem totally out of character. And it is an unnerving feeling, and the more you try to regain your connection, the less effective it seems to be. As you struggle to get your bearings, a horrifying thought crosses your mind. Is it possible to lose control of your champions? Is it possible losing control of your champions will now sever your connection with them permanently? Can you afford to take such a risk? Perhaps if you focus all your strength, you can impose your will on the party and purge them of this unstable influence. Or perhaps the only way to regain complete control is to distance yourself from the party completely and let the situation run its course. So I have messed with their minds multiple times, and I was warned if I did it too much that I would break them. So I'm gonna say distance myself this time and see what happens. Kane and Maeve don't like that. Kayla and Eric, who I am using in the party, do. The other three I don't care much. After a moment of reflection, you realize it's not your place to change the way that your champions think or act, just because a moment is unexpected. While their thoughts and feelings are not in character, who are you to say? Kane's instinct to fall back is wrong, or Maeve's sudden push onward for honor and glory should be stripped from her. Something in the back of your mind tells you this is a test of their convictions. If your champions can weather this emotional storm, they will be twice as strong and twice as committed. You loosen your focus and let your champions find their own way. What's wrong with yourself, Metalarm? Ha! Elf in a tree, elf in the sky, an acorn falls, a butterfly flies. Ha ha ha. Stop it. What need have we to save our Tara if we can live in this place above and beyond? Quickly, everyone back to the tower while we still can. Stop it. She's gonna freak out on him. There is no honor in retreat, Kay. There's only honor and a glorious death. She's the thief. She would be the first to run. I'll crush their heads and stomp their bones, tear them limb from limb. Screaming while covering her ears. Stop it! The engineer's voice echoes around the party as if called out in an endless hall of metal. After many moments, the girl removes her hands from her ears and looks to her companions, all whom lie on the floor. Kayla immediately rushes to their side, relieved to find them alive, merely unconscious. One by one they come to, expressing vague recollections of their thoughts just moments ago, but each champion speaks and acts as the engineer has come to expect. There are places in this world where even giants dare not tread. I suggest we move on with haste. Aye, laddie, I second that. Alright, so everyone's personalities got 180 there. What is it? That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Recognizable fuel in the Deva brazier creates a luminescent mist. Okay. Ooh, baddies. With lightsabers. A half-dozen Deva constructs stand before the party. No lights emanate from their armor, and their heads are lowered against their chests. Abandoned? Or a trap? Cautiously, Maeve, stay at the rear. He only cares about her. Must you be so negative about everything? That's fine. I could use a brawl. As the champions approach, bright lead light erupts from the eyes of the Deva constructs. They raise their arms, summoning forth weapons of pure energy, and attack. Snarls a whisper, you were saying... Alright, these are some new opponents. Corrupted Wisp can create impenetrable force fields for 6 seconds. Stun Wave around 6 meters around himself. Anti-Armor Beam removes 50 armor while channeling. Aura of Elemental Weakness. Energy Missile. It's a magic missile. Gravity Pull. Increases mass 10 times, creating a very strong local gravitational field within 6 meters. And Heaven's Strike. Intense beam of light hits the ground from the above, dazing all champions within range. Alright, these are some pretty nasty enemies. Let's hope the packs aren't terribly large. Okay, we have got... Alright. Alright, that's right, it's invulnerable for 6 seconds. It can be knocked back though. Oh! Let's get the range to the middle so they can hit any target they want. Throw a healing totem down, get 2 melee pets that are almost gone. Let's summon the murder bots on that guy and put him in an electric cage. Fight of the century! Everybody over here a little bit. You know, if I just come over this way, I could have most of the enemies coming at me from one direction. That would probably be the smart thing to do. Let's have you back up a touch. More kamikaze bots over there. These things, oh, this one's like immune to air. All right, so the flying bows aren't gonna hurt much on him. Uh-oh. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, slow time, get out of the red circle. Again. Water elemental is body blocking the Titan, darn it. %, we're getting there. I'm gonna use the Paladin heal primarily for the pets. For 88%, this might be the last one. Yep, it was. Alright, not too bad. 13k. Tightened it. Most bets were equal that time. Airbow came out on top that time. Whoops. So I guess these guys weren't as resistant to air magic as so many of the other fights have been tonight. A deep rumbling hum sounds out around your party. As your champions look in all directions trying to pinpoint the source of the sound, balls of glowing energy appear from thin air. They surround your party, floating at chest height. The Deva creatures. Whisper throws back her hands, filling them with deep crimson energy. Before the mystic can unleash her power, Boren raises his hand before her. Wait, they have not attacked us. With Boren's words, the hum disappears. One of the forms of energy intensifies as a scratchy voice calls out. As it finishes with each group of words, the remaining orbs of energy repeat them in a softer tone. So these beings still live. Our calculations have proved incorrect. Another being of energy glows bright and speaks, again followed by all the others in a softer tone. Savage, aggressive, primitive. Returned to imprison us. There is no alternative. Extermination is a necessary requirement. Wait! We've not come to harm you. We're only trying to reach the bottom of the tower. False creatures. You destroyed our exoskeletons only moments ago. Your exoskeletons attacked us first, actually. Corrupted exoskeletons, not Deva. We only defended ourselves. We have no quarrel with you. Will you not let us pass peacefully? The hum returns as the spheres of energy glow and diminish in luminosity, slowly at first, then with even greater speed and in a seemingly random pattern. Eventually, the beings illuminate and diminish with dizzying speed. After a few moments, their illumination collectively lowers, returning to its previous state. You are in our domain, subject to our rules. To pass, you must open yourself to judgment. This does not bode well. What's the matter, mistress? Too many secrets? I have nothing to hide. Nor I. What are the consequences of failing your test? Permanent expulsion from our territory. Very well, we accept your terms. What exactly are you judging us on? Primitive beings conflicted in desire, intent, and actions. Morality is an unsophisticated concept foreign to us. When beings are false in the sacred trinity, chaos ensues. There can be no trust. Desire, intent, and actions must all be in harmony. And how will you know what we desire? Will you have us fill out a questionnaire? One last chance for refusal. If you accept, there's no turning back. The party converses among itself as the Deva watch on from their eyeless forms. After a quick affirmation among themselves, Kane agrees on behalf of the party. Each energy being then glows brightly, flooding the entire area with a blinding light. Everyone shields their eyes behind hands, arms, and weapons. A deep reverberating hum sounds out and the light vanishes. Rakim is the first to peek over the edge of his axe blade. They're gone. So much for finding out what makes us us. Unseen. All that you are is now known to us. You may proceed. We will be watching. Pay heed. There are creatures in this place which pose no threat to the Deva, but are dangerous to your kind. Okay. So we just got Mind Red or something? Treasure chest up here. Interesting. So I need to go down here and then up to the northeast. Oh, what is this? Your champions enter a room and immediately your connection with them is strengthened. You feel a rush of relief wash across the entire party. The chamber is quiet save a soft trickle of water from a large fountain in the far corner of the room. A soft light falls from an unseen source above, illuminating a large stone statue in the center of the room. The statue is extremely simple in nature, being little more than a large plus sign. Rakhem collapses next to the fountain, letting his gear and weapons spill across the floor. Now this would be the kind of room I could get used to. So peaceful and inviting. I feel as if I'm back in the endless forest. It feels so good here. All my worries are suddenly gone. We'd better be careful. To Kayla's surprise, no one seems to pay her any attention. Even Whisper laughs at one of Rakhem's jokes. Ah, my little man, I did not think I could ever be so amused. With a grin, Eric removes some food from his bag and sits on the side of the fountain. He offers a piece to Borin, who cheerfully accepts. We may not find a better place. Let's stretch out and relax for a few minutes. As Kane sits down against the wall, Maeve falls down next to him, resting her head on his shoulders. Ooh. Is this place taken? Shocked. There's something about this room. It makes me feel as if everything is as it should be. Mind if I take a catnap? Kane studies the marksman's perfect face as she closes her eyes. You can feel the shield guard's defenses lower as he agrees with Maeve. There's indeed something about the room. A sudden jolt of embarrassment sends Kane stumbling to his feet. He gently slides his pack and rolled tunic beneath Maeve's head. I need to tend to my weapons. I'll wake you when it's time to move on. What's happening? Portal opens. Quest log updated. Secret room plus. Found some crystals in the corner. Plant-like objects. Like the statues, you've no idea what substances these objects are engineered from. Kane passes his hand through one of the forms as if sweeping his hand across the surface of a pond, sending ripples washing across the entire object. Kraken time space. Alright, save the game before we use the fountain, as always, because it irreversibly can mess with your stats. Let's see what it does. Attribute points plus 3. Do I want that on Kane? Yeah, that's fine. If I do more life... Let me look at the skills for a second. Let's see, heal... So the amount healed increases with Mastery. Mastery does nothing for Taunt. Mastery affects the maximum length of the wall and the okay, Mastery really doesn't help him a lot. Let's do 2 speed and 1 life. I want him to be an indestructible little wrecking ball. Is there anything else to do with the fountain? Okay. Alright, I guess let's go through the portal. The teleport device returns your party to the tower, though the environment is not familiar. Peering over the ledge your champions now traverse, they see nothing but darkness below. Great, another bottomless pit. Not the most hospitable of places, is it? Why should it be? Oh, wait, that last thing was said by the tower. The voice startles the group and causes Kane to draw his weapon under narrowed eyes. Ahead, the familiar crackle of energy appears, followed by the reappearance of the tower avatar. The representation of the tower appears bright red in color and emits a macabre red halo. One does not welcome one's enemies. How many times do we have to tell you we're not your enemy? And yet you ally yourself with them, the alien annihilators. Do not deny it. I can sense their energy all about you. We're not aligning ourselves with anyone. We simply want to reach the bottom of the tower. And we'll pass anyone, friend or foe, to reach it. You have no idea what creatures you're dealing with. Right and wrong is absent from nature. For years, they have been trying to destroy me, trying to overload the mana collection apparatus. It has taken much of my focus and power to avoid catastrophe at their hands, and I won't let you help them. Don't you listen to a word we say, Sprite Lady. We're not trying to help them do anything. Forget it, Master Smith. She listens to no voice but her own. The time for words is over. Now we must let our steel speak for us. You are just like the others he's brought here. I should have never aided you below the first level. I should have destroyed you the moment I met you. A mistake I will remedy this instant. Ambush. Oh no, there's a cage. Is someone in the cage? Your champions have been trapped. Free them before the remaining champions are overrun by the enemy forces. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, at least my top 2 damage dealers are the ones not caged. Oh no. This is not good. Our healer is the only guy still in the cage. Let's make a wall here. Oh, shoot, wrong person. Alright, there's a wall. Yeah, healer's free. Okay. It's not a portal level. I don't have any objectives to kill, I just have to live. Come over here. I want to keep the Titan alive if I can. Ow! Alright, I'm gonna throw Kane the tank up there at that portal. Do a partial block on their line of sight so that they start walking toward us. Energy cage that straggler from the rear. Oh, that's not good, that's not good. Healing totem! Leave Kayla alone! Leave her alone! The suicide bots up there in the middle of all that. Healing totem up there for the melee. Okay, we're 47%. totem. If you go back up there, don't walk too far away, buddy. Ah! Okay, that was kind of scary. Ah, darn it! Wall. Res her. Healing totem. Summon the kamikaze bots. 85%. Nope, Kane, you are the odd man out right now. Whew, alright. So we had one person get knocked out, but we were able to get him back up in time. 11k damage from the Titan that time. He's doing alright. And that's not a maxed out skill. A lot of these skills are maxed out, but the Titan was a top tier ability, so I just got it. So it's still got room to grow. Yeah, so it's gonna get a couple more tiers of upgrades. What else? No, I can't really do anything for anybody else yet. Okay. Alright. Let's see what this enchant scroll is. Reduce enemy elemental resistance by 30% for 10 seconds. Has to go on a ranged weapon. Alright, let me go back to the portal, because there was... I didn't think this was the end of this area, and there was something over here I didn't look at. Energy bridge? Okay, I guess there's got to be a way to turn that on and come back later, I would imagine. Alright, let's keep going the way we know we can go for now. Small treasure chest hiding over here. Gold. Oh, a forge. Wow, blueprint! Yes! Sorry, Chip. Spooked him. You can train champions from the mage tower to max level 12. That's 2 members of my party are mages? No, wait, sorry, I took Whisper out. 1, the druid. What do I want to upgrade on my gear? Health regen, 3 might. Health points, armor pen, magic pen. Air resistance, health. Health points, skill power increase. Let's do the boots. Alright, they're purple now. Okay, so we just got blueprint to upgrade the mage tower. That's got to get done right away. We now have a fancier lightning bolt. Okay, so Eric... Oh, I can only do 1 level up right now. So this gives me a good excuse to do some challenges to get more gold. Those are always fun. So let's go here and let's do Eric's level. What What can I do with these points? The Ent cannot possibly get any stronger. The water can, but I need another level up before I can. Healing Totem. I could get one more duration on it. Revival. What does this do? Oh, it makes them res with 50% life and mana instead of 20. Or I can get one more second of healing. Probably the revival's more like make or break. You don't want to res someone and have them just immediately get popped by a stray arrow. So I'll do that for now, and I get 4 points to spend here. Let's just do 1, 2, 1. Oh wait, no, I had 3 points? That's fine. Both of his primary stats are the same. Alright, let's find a challenge that gives us gold, friends. Challenges. Defeat boss. Maintenance mechs. A lot of these give gold. Defend the mana orbs. This gives more gold. Let's do this. That's a little more entertaining, I think. Okay, so I got these 2 targets here near the middle to keep alive. Oh, you punk. You can hit it all the way from over there? Alright, let's scatter our stuff about. Oh my gosh. Where should I send Kane? Just over there. Yeah, you're gonna die from that one guy. Healing Totem. Okay. Is there portals down here? Well, no, that looks like a forge. It looks like the portals are all west, north, and east. Oh, here we go. There's another wave coming. The Engineer having knockback on every one of her shots is pretty awesome. Let's see if just Kane can handle that area. We'll leave the Titan over there too. Throw some bear traps down while we've got some spare time. Oh, here we go. West and east this time. Oh, get out of that. Need to make sure he doesn't get overrun over there. Oh, someone coming from the north for the first time. Yeah, it looks like Kane can solo a lane. Like, he very slowly kills them, and he can't die from them. It's working out. Oh, that guy just hit one of the bear traps on the left. Let's throw an energy cage around him. Slow time, move you out of that, whatever that is. No! Oh, she wouldn't move. Oh, we'd won the level, so she was rooted, but the projectile was coming at her. I'm like, move, you're gonna get shot. And she did. All right, that's some gold. How much, do I need more to do the upgrade, or is that enough? 1,500. I'm actually excited about that. That gives me an excuse to do another one. What did I just do? Maintenance mech? No, I did a military mech. Defeat large group, 300 gold, perfect. Let's do this. Alright, so I don't have to keep anything alive other than myself. Okay. Oh gosh, that was a misclick. Just summoned one square of wall. I was trying to throw an energy bow down. I had the wrong person selected. Man, those that barrage thing from the Titan seems to have almost no range, or just a very, very long range. Whoa, this one died really fast. That guy did not like the damage that we were dishing out. Another energy bow over there. Do the AoE heal just for all the pets mainly. It's interesting, I told all my range to attack it, and the quickest that they could get in line of sight of it was to run down 10 feet apparently. Summon another pseudo tank over here on the right. There's some murder bots out. It's like beating them back into the spawn tunnel. This makes me think of when you're like farming a map of Dungeon Defenders. I don't know if anyone else here has played that and enjoys that. Alright, 90%, almost done with this wave for this level. Woo! Alright. About as you would expect. Okay. And with that, we should be able, I think, to level Eric. Yep, dump all our gold. So I think he's max. Yeah, he's the max for that building now. Keep. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's start making sure our health is keeping up. Rockham really doesn't like what we're doing. I wonder if you get a -10 if they leave the party. I really... If there's one... If I was told, like, oh, you could change one thing about Tower of Time, I think one of the first things I would change would be this system. This whole... They have an aura that affects the party, and the strength of it is how often you let them win an argument, and they only feel like they won if they put somebody else down. It's a really weird thing to juggle. Anyway, alright. So... I can get the next level of Water Elemental. Ooh, I have to unspend a point somewhere. What was this? Gives them 15% resistance and armor. That's not huge. Okay. Another point of healing totem. Ups the healing per second by almost 30% of what it currently is. Or water elemental increases the water elemental damage by like 30%. It's huge, and its health as well. Probably go for the water elemental. Okay. Do I have any spear points? Alright, I guess I don't. Okay. So he is ready for action. Okay, so back to the shattered floor. I like the loading screens really quick in this though. That's nice. Alright, save game, because I just got a lot done. Waypoint. Some gold on a drinking water. Ancient containers for the power from electricity. Their constant blue glow and sporadic sparks of miniature lightning, a true testament to the power of the ancients and ability to literally capture lightning in a bottle. Expedition Note 2. A gust of wind sends a handful of papers skittering across the floor. Assuming they may be important, your champions reach for them, but only Boron receives one. Much of the page is damaged beyond all recognition, only a small portion is still legible. It reads, "The new power sources are working better than expected, though the cost of acquiring them is high." Again, the new power sources are the alien beings made of energy that are driving the mechs trying to kill these people, but they don't know that. These strange machines seem to be getting more aggressive and deadly after each engagement. We lost 3 of our group in the last encounter. I must confess, there's something about the nature of these power elements that is disturbing. At times, they almost react as if alive. Sleeth has assured us they're not alive in any fashion, and he clearly has more experience with them. Still, if they were living creatures, we'd have been capturing them and using them as fuel this whole time. No, I mustn't entertain such horrible thoughts. Okay. I wonder if Sleeth is, like, corrupted by the bad guys. If he's, like, Lazarus from Diablo, and he was in it the whole time. Beyond the remnants of battle, another black fissure in space hovers in midair. It looks nearly identical to the first portal to the Deva world, only larger. Okay. Let's see what this is first. Plus 20 health to one party member. Okay. My tank is almost indestructible right now. Almost. Who's got the lowest health? 395. I don't know if it's because of level, though. You know what? Eric can res anybody else. Let's give him the hit points. Okay. Treasure chest. Some stuff. At some point when we're offline, I'm going to clean out this inventory, go through it, and see if I actually need to keep all this. I'm sure the answer is no to that. Don't need to subject you guys to that. Fountain. Alright, save game, because fountains do irreversible stat changes. Let's see what this does. Your mana regeneration has gone down. Reload. I don't feel bad about save scumming about something as ridiculous as just irreversible debuffs. As your champions continue through the strange Deva environment, another energy being appears up ahead. It hovers off to the side, allowing a clear way past. Eric suggests avoiding them as much as possible, but as you pass, it begins to glow brightly. Maybe we should talk to it? Maybe this is part of the test? No. Yes. Contradictory. No, I am an explorer of this outpost. Yes, every moment of life is a test. Outpost? The Deva are explorers. We were once like you, beings of flesh and blood with limited travel. Then we transcended, changing form from physical to energy. Energy form gave us new horizons, allowing us to explore entire universes, multi-dimensional divergences, and transit timescapes. Our purpose now is to observe and learn. What's so important in Artara to demand the attention of such powerful beings? Very little. You stand... There's very little important about you people. You stand in a remote observation facility. This portion of the universe has little significance. The Deva assigned here were so as punishment for mistakes made. Dude, our world is just prison for them. They're like, it's Australia. Our world is Australia for these aliens. Time here is unrewarding. The only real interest is the attempt by the Organte to break the dimension barrier here. It is still unknown to us why they chose this place. The Organte, you know of them. Of course, we've observed them for many millennia, destroying worlds and feeding. And you do nothing? We are not the keepers of the universe. The Organte have a right to live, as we have the right to live. But as we understand it, if these Organte have their way, they will destroy everything eventually, even you. This is unlikely. The Deva can exist in between space. The Organte, for all their powers, are unable to see there. My people have a memory of a tribal chief who hid when a great storm came. Though he survived, when he returned to his village, everyone else had died. Eventually, he was so overcome with grief, he jumped into the sea, offering himself to a great black Gorbus. Then the tribal chief's trinity was false, and false trinity leads to chaos. But perhaps you are not false like the others. If your trinity is balanced, we may see fit to help you. That is such a revelation that these aliens aren't like here because there's something interesting. They're just here because they were prisoners in weird freaking galactic Australia. What is going on here? Now, the room that had the green plus symbol made us feel super good. I'm guessing this is going to make us feel super bad because it's red. As your champions move into the next chamber, your connection with them flutters. Your vision through their eyes is clouded and their speech struggles against a faint, high-pitched wail and unseen clattering. At the same time, your connection weakens. You feel a distant rush of panic and fear rise up through the party. Though it's hard to make out, you believe a large fountain spewing a black tar-like liquid in the far corner of the room. In the center, some sort of statue in a rudimentary X-like shape dominates the room. I feel sick to my stomach. Where is that infernal racket coming from? The Queen of Shadows has no desire to spend another second longer here than necessary. Let's move on at once. Your party quickly makes its way towards the exit of the chamber, but before the first champion can leave, Boren stops in his tracks. His hollow gaze fixes onto empty air before him as a memory floods his mind. You share the giant's vision of a lone frostling in a torchlit chamber fighting with shadow-like creatures. The bloodied bodies of a dwarf, human, and elf lie strewn on the floor, though you cannot see their identities. The shadow creatures let loose horrific wails of pain as if they are crushed and battered by the frostling's mighty hammer, but above their cries, something else sounds out, something Boren finds 100 times more horrifying. The frostling is laughing, actually enjoying his punishment of the dark beings. With a flash of light, the vision ends, returning Boren's attention back to the present. What's wrong, friend Frohe? The memory of my people that does not belong. I have just glimpsed it. Tears escape the giant's eyes. What was it? A memory of pure, unrelenting violence. How do you know it was the memory you seek? Perhaps this room? Boren moves to leave the chamber. I am a frostling, Jarl Dwarf. Memories are the one thing we know above all others. Okay. So this looks like another debuff fountain, but I'm gonna save and make sure. What are you gonna do to me? Speed decreased by 3. No, reload. Nope. We're not taking permanent massive hit to speed. Okay. Plant-like objects. Pretty sure we've already clicked on one of these. Ah, it's the other side of the energy bridge. Oh, look, now it lights up. Not that I need to go back there, but okay. Oh, another fight. That's what I needed. At the end of the light bridge, 3 large Deva constructs stand at attention. Their metal gauntlets plow glowing with blue light. Their eyes flicker blue as they make no acknowledgement of your party's presence. Why do I feel like we should be giving a password or something? They are unlikely to attack. That is not much of a test. Okay. Alright, save the game. So walk on in, see what they do. As the group approaches, the eyes of the Deva Sentinels turn bright red. They point their polearms at your champions in charge. Snarls at Whisper. Whisper and Rockham do a lot of shit talking, considering I don't have them in the active party. But okay. Alright, Searing Arrows and Rapid Fire on autocast. Let's take a look at the map this time. Ah, this is the one from before. Okay. Alright, so first we've got the wisps, which are invulnerable for 6 seconds. Alright, so he taunts all that. Summon the big boy. And throw some murder bots. Oh, the tank's actually getting whittled down, whatever form of damage they're doing. He is not liking it. Alright, let's throw a healing ward over there to help him out. That's the most wisps we've seen in one wave before now. So far, every time we've seen a wisp, it was just like a wisp in a wave. Oh, not good. Our tank is very low. Energy cage, please! Okay, wow. Let's do this. Oh no, that's not quite a full wall. That's okay. That cuts line of sight with some of them. Energy bow. Another energy cage down there. "36% of the way through this challenge." Got some spare mana. I'm gonna throw some bear traps around that portal. Oh. Cage on that guy. Oh, slow time. Alright, healing ward. Kane was almost dead. "59% of the way through this one." Bear traps over there. Kane, come back down here. Whoa. Slow time. Get out of that circle. Murder bots just came off cooldown. I'm gonna throw them around that opponent. What's going on? Does this thing block line of sight? Like somehow they're not in line of sight of any of the enemies? Seems very... Yeah, I guess so. Well, no, that... Odd. 91%. Oh! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Everyone, get out of that. This might be the last opponent. Yep, that's it. Cool. 20,000 from the engineer and 8,000 was from the little bots exploding. There's an elemental. Alright. Sweet. Oh, you've unlocked a new set of challenges. Deva, that's awesome. Oh, are you a boss? Up ahead, a Deva construct stands at attention and makes no acknowledgement of your champion's presence. Oh dear, not again. Opens her mouth to speak. By Garanic's blades, if you say one word, Shadow Witch. With weapons drawn, your party cautiously approaches. Within just a few feet of the machine, the construct springs to life, its eyes glowing bright blue. Metallic artificial voice. You are unlike the others, not trying to enslave. Perhaps the Artarians have changed. Perhaps your trinity truly is balanced. Okay, so he's referring to the notes we read about the people using the energy beings as batteries, not realizing they were alive. It seems you're not like the others either. So far, all of you guys have been trying to kill us, even though we're supposed to be trying to have a peaceful little test. Not like the others. The others were corrupted. Corrupted? One of the energy Deva mentioned that. I did not think to take him literally. What do you mean? The Tower Corruptor. It comes to our domain and infects some of us. We become prisoners in our exoskeletons, our trinity out of balance. Why don't you stop them? They're your people, your responsibility. Kay, what's gotten into you? We do not destroy our own. Even when they are destroying others? Our trinity must stay in balance. How convenient. Suddenly, Kane rushes against the Deva construct, drawing his sword and ready to run it through. The construct is taken completely by surprise, allowing the shield guard to place his blade between the plates of the construct's chest armor in preparation for a coup de grace. Or coup de grace if you're cultured. Exactly, Whisper. They will not raise their fingers to stop their own from killing our kind, but as soon as the sword is raised to their throat, they have no qualms over killing us, do you, creature? Kay, stop! With hard voice, no, Maeve, I've had enough. The Avatar turns on us. These Deva offer us no quarter. It appears I am the only one who acts with honor, and I grow weary of the disadvantage. It's time to even the playing field. Holy shit. I love that quote. It appears I'm the only one who acts with honor, and I grow weary of the disadvantage. That's savage. Unexpectedly hostile. That was a miscalculation. Maeve rushes to Kane's side as he plunges his sword into the Deva construct's chest. Oh my god, he went through with it. Simultaneously, a purple wisp of energy escapes. Okay, so he didn't kill the energy being. Eyes wide with shock. Have you gone mad, Kane? Your code of 7 virtues as King's champion doesn't allow you. Kane sheaths his weapon, turns his back to the marksman, and walks defiantly toward the chamber exit. Oh my gosh, he's got no time for games. I finally see clearly, High Courier. The time for games is long gone. We will never reach Milord's goal and save Artara if we are hindered by my foolish oaths, so I hereby revoke them. If it takes me from the King's grace, so be it. Maeve stands shocked, speechless against her longtime companion's sudden change of heart. Sensing the seriousness of the situation, the rest of your champions fall in line behind Kane without further word. He is so much more interesting all of a sudden. Kane, what were you thinking? He was not hostile to us. I snapped Maeve, alright? Besides, I just killed his suit, not the creature itself. Restrain yourself next time, warrior. You've seen what Deva are capable of if you provoke them. They wiped the whole expedition of the ancient magi and engineers. Okay. Damn. Alright. Through the portal. Alright, we've activated a new teleport. Titan leg plate. Okay, that's got the same thorns effect that our current leggings have. I think his current ones have thorns too. Yes, they do. Okay, and mine don't have negative stats on them. Forge. I get to upgrade a piece of gear. How about... Some boots. Another teleporter? That was fast. Wait, where am I? Alright. Study? Once again, your champions move into a strange chamber, this time feeling intense sensations of confusion and doubt. Hundreds of torn pages and rolled scrolls lie strewn about here. Glancing around them, your champions notice writing in various inks, scribed from various implements, scribed and scrawled across the walls. Though there is no fountain in this room, there's a statue of a simple large circle in the center of the room. Reading from the wall, Argob Nebti Donat This is no language I know of. Also reading from the wall. This one is in common tongue, but it makes no sense. 4-layer cakes does not a make or bake. The scribblings of a madman? Inspecting one of the scrolls, or just a random collection of materials. Important secrets could be stored among such things. I could stay here for a year reading day and night and still not read through all of this. Really? It's like 8 books. I guess it's supposed to represent more. Perhaps you should. Ha! Touching the smooth circular stone, a grimace breaks upon Boren's face. This place does not feel right. We don't have time to waste here. Perhaps none of this is right. The tower, the avatar, the deva, the organte, my lord's mission. Maybe this is nothing more than a room full of fools. Don't say that, Kay. Perhaps the avatar is... Looks puzzled. What, Lowborn? Perhaps the avatar is what? Huh. Oh, I don't remember what I was thinking. Never mind. I think we should leave here sooner rather than later. After reading through a dozen papers, Whisper holds one up and calls to your party's attention. She reads the passage aloud. Okay, well, what does it say, Whisper? What? It says she reads it aloud, and then it just ends. Okay. So the plus symbol was healing, the X made us sick, and then the O symbol was, like, studying? What the heck? Your party reaches an end of the path. There are roads leading further, but they are cut off by a vast deepness of the space. Stars are glistening in the distance like droplets in the ocean of nothingness. In the middle, a response matrix is humming pleasantly. Suddenly, a lone deva appears in front of the party, and they hear a deep, booming voice. We know you now. We know your physical form and the shadow you cast as you move through our domain. The time for the first true test has come. Be attentive now. 3 paths to choose, 3 paths as mirrors of your inner self. Answer the question. Light the symbols truthfully, and the way will open. There are no right or wrong answers. There are no answers here at all. It is the question that matters. If you would consider us the enemy, would you have destroyed us if given a chance? Yeah. If I considered you the enemy... What? Follow the path you have chosen. So... was it the... I'm thinking of those symbols. Remember, the plus was the feel-good room, the X made people sick. So I guess, I don't know, if this is bottom, I made a plus. If this is bottom, I made an X, which I don't know. And then circle was scholarly or something like that. So I'm not even sure. I'm gonna come back to that room. There's so many different areas to check. As your party enters the area, an energy barrier blocks the passage behind and the access to 3 enclaves on the sides. A response matrix shines in the middle, a way how Deva communicate with other beings. A dazzling blue orb appears in front of the party, crackling with raw energy and pulsating slowly. A deep, booming voice echoes in the chamber. You've arrived here. This is the Chamber of Character. Test yourself here before the grand trial begins. Look inside yourself, answer truthfully, and the prize shall be bestowed upon you. Contradict yourself and perish. When you are ready, light the symbol as you have been shown before. Is everything in your world predetermined? Okay, so he said contradict yourself and perish, so I'm going to do the same sequence I did before, and I'm going to save right before I hit the last button so I don't perish. That is a lie, so it shall be. I don't know what I'm saying. It's like, I know the alphabet for this alien race, but I don't know what the words mean. Alright, looks like it's past midnight, so this will be our finale. Boss health 100%. Okay. red line coming from the northwest. Is that the boss? Oh my gosh. Unloading everything on this guy until he gives me a reason not to. So that's just a scope here, right? Look at his debuffs. He gets a separate line for every -1 armor from the engineer's gun. I forgot she can stack -1 armor 60 times. Oh, I just realized he's immune to fire. He's immune to elements. So we're only hitting him with physical right now. So our druid's gonna be doing garbage damage on this one. Pretty sure the energy bows are doing 0. New boss stage. Oh, great. Oh no! I didn't realize he was sniping her. No. Alright, res her. Oh, oh wait, no, sorry, I moused over my tree ant. I got really excited there was like, oh, his resistances are lowered. No, they're not. Oh, it's when you get rezzed, your auto casts get turned off. That's what did it earlier in the stream. I was like, how did this get turned off? It's because of the res. New boss stage. Oh, it's like a repulsion field. It's the first time we've seen that. I was kind of hoping at some point his resistances would change, but it looks like that never happened. We've seen some creatures that when they entered a different phase of the fight, their resistances changed. Oh well. Dead unless he has a second life. All right. Yep, we were right. The energy bow and the water elemental both did 0. I couldn't remember if the int did earth damage or physical. Looks like it was physical because he was actually helping. All right. Okay, that was interesting. So, was there any treasure behind or anything? So is it just 3 rooms, and because of my choice... Oh. Oh, I can't click on the doodads again. So would my choice have resulted in a fight no matter what? Oh no, there's loot down here. Exotic Mall. Alright, so I guess 2 of the choices would have resulted in a fight, and 1 of the choices would have resulted in an item. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna quick save here, and we are gonna wrap up here for the night, and we are going to pick up here tomorrow. I'm gonna try to clean out my inventory before tomorrow's stream if I have time after work tomorrow. As always, thank you all for joining me. It's a pleasure having you here. It is what makes streaming fun. I appreciate it. If you happen to be new here, I stream every single night from at least 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until midnight or later. And if you want to join us again in the future, please consider hitting that follow button so you can see when we're online easily. And lastly, at the end of every stream, we always raid somebody else. So if you're willing, stick around another 60 seconds and we're all going to bomb into another channel just to put a smile on somebody's face. And if you don't like them, you don't have to stay. It's up to you. It's just doing a good good deed, good turn, whatever you want to call it. So give me just a second here, and let me find a good victim. Let me see if there's anyone else streaming Tower of Time or Divinity, which is the other game that we often stream. Let's see what the numbers are. Hold on, I'm loading at the speed of Twitch right now. It's like none of the people that I'm currently following are streaming either of these. Since I raid someone every night, I've met a lot of people that stream similar games, so let's check in on that. Tower of Time is just little old me, so let's look at Divinity. A lot of people... Is that Russian? I don't know what that is. Alright, here's one. Alright, I've got a victim's name here all lined up. So with that, I hope you all have a good night. I hope I get the chance to see you tomorrow, and the raid will start in just a minute. Peace.